So if you know you're new here, you don't know how to navigate, you don't have a job in the UK, you don't know how to apply for a job or anything, I have so many videos on my website step by step how to apply for either healthcare assistant job, any other job, any job in the UK sha. So whether it's in the shortage occupation list or it's not, like I have so many videos to help you navigate through it. So I'm sure you can find your way. And though I have so many videos I post, whether UK, whether Australia, different countries, so just check my playlist. I have a playlist dedicated to UK alone. And if you don't know what playlist, just go to the link in my description box. I usually put UK videos. Just click UK, you see all the videos that you're looking for. So if you don't see any videos, that means I've not uploaded it yet. But if you need any video urgently, make sure to actually like leave me a comment. I try as much as possible to actually respond and shoot this video, just like this one I'm shooting. I did not plan it to shoot it as urgent as this, but because one person requested for it, even if you are the only person that requested for it, I'll make the video. So I have some videos that is only one person that requested for, and even when I posted it, I had like 2 views or 3 views. I did not mind. At least I'm helping that one person. That's how nice I am. So I talked too much. Let's dive right into it. So next on our list, and this one is more like the most important, is your certificate of sponsorship. So guys, there are certain things your certificate of sponsorship should have. Not like you should just have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 things your certificate should have inside them. If they don't have these 10 things, don't even collect it at all. So another thing, so how much is certificate of sponsorship? If you follow my videos on how to check for agent and everything, I told you if you get contact with the right agent, certificate of sponsorship is actually free. It is actually your employer that actually pays for it. It's kind of expensive. It's over $1,000, £1,000 or 1,500 or something, or even more, I don't know. So it's actually free. They offer it to you free. I've said it so many times in my video, and that's why I told you where to actually find legit agents. Okay, so the first thing that you should actually see, not like the first, okay, the things you should see in your certificate of sponsorship should contain, okay, let me rephrase, your certificate of sponsorship should actually contain your job title. You can say you're going for skilled work visa, healthcare visa, or whatever. Which part, even if you're going up, even if you actually apply for the health visa, which health visa do you apply for? Are you healthcare assistant? Are you support worker? Are you carer? Carer is the general name. Are you like, you should have the tato kankan, you know, like they just said it as care workers. Which under division are you? Senior carer? Which one that? Yeah, so you should actually have like your job title, then maybe like job title healthcare or carer, then your this thing support care, the one you are going for, your job title should actually be there. So the next on our list, it is in no other form, I'm just saying next on our list is you should actually have the name of your employer. So let's say maybe you apply to NHS, you apply to Avanti Care Home, so you should actually have name of employer or name of sponsor or name of agent, Avanti Care Home. You should have it gadagba. So another thing that should actually be on your certificate of sponsorship is their license number. This is for you and for everybody, even the agents, the embassy, to know that this either agent, hospital care homes or private homes or anywhere you actually got your job, hotels or anything or office, is actually like verified and registered agencies in the UK or organizations in the UK. And even with this license number, you can type them on Google, you can see it and edit them. So if your employer actually offers a certificate of sponsorship and you feel like there's no license number and he tells you to check Google and everything, tell him to put it himself inside the certificate, because if you go and put it manually, you know you're applying from Nigeria, they will start this one has to look at it and see that kind of thing. Of course, legit persons will know that. I'm just telling you that when you actually apply your certificate of sponsorship, these are things you should actually check to look out for, that this one is legit. So you should actually have that license number, just like in Nigeria we have CAC, business registration number, and all of that. So another thing that should be on your certificate of sponsorship is the address of your employer, so that in case anything happens to you, or maybe you can remember that it's like this guy with this boy is when you want, they'll just come directly to your employer, back on the water. It's just normal thing. Now we'll be going somewhere and they don't even know where you are, or use the employer the address. So your verified and valid address of your employer's office. Yes, employer's office, employer's organization. And if the person is actually like an agent that you're actually working for, you have details of the person they are recruiting you for. But most times they might not even know who you will be working for. So most times it's just the agent that they are facing. They don't really have the person with who they distribute it for. So in case you commit an offense or anything, or if they are looking for you, they'll go and meet the agents. Where is this girl that you applied for? The agent will say, is this man I give? Oh yeah, follow me to that man. So certificate of sponsorship is the agent you have business with, because the employer has actually given that agent the contract, you get, to actually like recruit people for him. So it's the agent. So that's why you can actually make sure that these agents are verified, certified, and registered. See that English: verified, certified, and registered. You understand? So another one on our list is occupation code. So if your job is on the shortage occupation list, I'm sure you know where to find that already. gov.uk, just type occupation list. So when you check it, you see occupation code there. Before the healthcare assistant, you see the code 11 this thing. And aside you checking this manually, as I said, it will actually accompany the certificate of sponsorship. So as you are seeing all those details, you'll be seeing the occupation code there. So any occupation code that you see, make sure you go to gov.uk website to go and verify that everything tallies together. Not like healthcare visa now, it should be 1104. Then your own employer is giving you 2107. Problem. So make sure it actually like tallies together. So whether your job is on the shortage occupation list or is not on the shortage occupation list, when you shall receive your certificate of sponsorship, check your job code, occupation code. Go on gov.uk, check the list of the jobs that is there. All the jobs, there's even a type search engine. So even if it's a teacher that you applied for in UK, just type teacher. They have different types of teacher. Even if it's engineer, type engineer. There are different types of engineer. So if your own is chemical engineer, engineer can be 1121 or 11200. So chemical engineer can be engineer can be 1200. So the subdivisions of engineer can be 1201, computer 1202, something like that. So you just check the one that they give you. Go. That's why I said job description is important. Not like maybe you applied for an engineering work, then just write CSO, engineer killing, computer engineer, civil engineer, chemical. Which one am I doing? So they have to. The division is engineer, subdivision chemical engineer, or computer engineer, or analytic engineer, or phone engineer, or food engineer. You shall have to like specify that this is what you're going for. So another thing that should actually be on your occupation certificate of sponsorship is the annual salary, obviously. And of course, this one is, that's why I told you like the minimum requirements, that whether you are applying on a job that is on the shortage occupation list or not, make sure that your minimum salary is more than £20,000, £20,480 and above. Anything less than that, you can never get a visa. And that's why I've always told you, anytime you're applying for a job, make sure to actually target the permanent jobs. So they have visa for temporary job, but why will you leave your house to go and do temporary job in the UK into your law? So make sure it's more than £20,000. It must not be less than. If it's less than that, there is no adject, there is no ogun that you can do. You can never get visa. So another thing that should actually be in your certificate of sponsorship is length or duration of your agreement, or duration of your job, or duration of your this thing. Some can be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, or this thing. So they will just satisfy that, okay, how long are you going to be with them? Depending on the agreement you sign, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And that's why I told you that it's better to get the 10 years passport. So in case you are lucky and you see an employer that will give you 5 years state, oh my yummy, go up PTO. So in case your employer now says you're actually like staying more than 3 years, the more your 3 years, the more your visa fee, the lesser your years of staying. So someone actually prefer an agent that will actually offer you 1 year or 2 years. 1 year. But if you actually see 5 years, actually really a good one. At least you know that for the next 5 years you're fixed. You take your time to look for another job, even if that one does not pay. But that 5 years, this thing is really risky, because if you leave them within 1 year or 2 years or this thing, you have to pay a particular fee. So you have to use your head. Of course, before they give you certificate of sponsorship, you would have gone through the sponsorship. Like if you terminate the contract before 3 years, before 2 years, so you have to be sure that their pay rate is high. Just like the one I posted, the ones that were recruiting Nigeria, there's one agent that are recruiting Nigerians. The pay rate is low, 9.9 pounds per hour. Make that kind of agent come dey sign 5 years with me. Okay, you dey whine me when I dey see person wey dey give person 12 pounds per hour. You see all those type of this thing, be careful with their signature. So you see all those type of agents, you only just to enter the country. After that one, you find your square to go and look for better agents. So you have to be sure. Don't say because you are desperate now, you see somebody that wants to give you 5 years and then they are paying you 9 pounds per hour. That 9 pounds per hour is not even up to 20,000 pounds. Or maybe you see 9 points this thing. So make sure you target. So if you see somebody that actually pay high, you can even sign 10 years safe. So another thing on your list on that should be on the document is date of issuance date of issuance, like the date it was actually issued, because this certificate of sponsorship will actually expire in 3 months. So that means within 3 months you must apply for your visa process, your everything. Like it has to so it has to have like a date of issuance. So another thing that should be on your list is the BLB ACL code. This one is biometric kinikon. So this one is either in the house really unable to verify this or something. It's either is on your certificate of sponsorship or your it's not always on it. It's either is on it or your employer is giving you separately. Anyone just make sure to ask for your BLB ACL code. So if you stay tuned for my next video that will upload step by step how to apply, you will see where they actually require for all these documents, so all these numbers. Like if you don't put it, you cannot continue. So this BLB is more like a 6-letter code that they will give you if you actually like, how will I explain it in layman language now? Biometric this thing that will make you like be able to stay inside UK, something like that. I don't know how to classify that English, because the English that don't know concern, just ask for the BL code. And if let's say you got your certificate of sponsorship and it's actually not on your certificate, and then your employer did not understand it, just go on Google and just type BLB ACL code gov.uk. it will take you directly to the page. So when it takes you there, just screenshot it and send it to him. When you read it, of course he can send it to the immigration and this for somebody to explain to him better. So make sure you're actually getting that, because it's one of those things you will need to actually fill your form. So another thing that should be on your occupation list is certificate of sponsorship is additional data. It's not it normally it has to be there is if it is filled. And this one will take us to the fourth document you need for your work visa is bank statement. Do you need a bank statement for work visa or you don't need it? Like I said, my phone is not charging. So do you need a bank statement for work visa or not? Yes, you need. No, you don't need. You don't need a bank statement if in your certificate of sponsorship your employer actually certified that for the period that you arrive in the UK, they are 100% responsible for your upkeep. And which upkeep did I made? Accommodation, feeding. Isn't it there again? Accommodation and feeding. No, accommodation and feeding. If you check my videos on how to look for jobs abroad, like you guys know that we saw some agents that actually offer free accommodation, free feeding and everything, just like So just imagine if I actually got a job, you actually got a job with that type of agents now, and you actually got a certificate of sponsorship. So in the down part of the certificate of sponsorship, there's something like additional data that one they actually is called it certified maintenance for the employer. So the employer has to like tick that, okay, oh, they will tick, they have for accommodation, they have for feeding, they have for which other one. So you will tick the one that is responsible for, okay, the one responsible for our accommodation, and the one responsible for our feeding, and the one responsible for our pickup. You will just tick it. So when your employer actually does this, you don't need bank statement. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm trying to say is, if your employer, whether agent, whether care home, actually satisfied that they're actually giving you our accommodation, and even this accommodation does not mean that it must last 1 year. The accommodation could just be like for a short period of time. And this is another thing you can actually negotiate with your employer. Tell them where you will stay for period of time. So if they say, okay, they can get you an accommodation for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, or maybe you have to pay or anything, so let them tick it in the certificate of sponsorship. So if you've passed your interview and they're offering you this, these are things you should actually like discuss with them. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. These are things you should actually discuss with them, because if you don't do it, unless you actually have extra money, but if you're somebody that you don't have money, you're trying to manage yourself, you just want to travel, you're trying to manage yourself, this is what you should explain to them, that accommodation, can they get your accommodation? Do they have accommodation for you? And of course, when you apply for the job, you have seen if they have accommodation for you. So if they said accommodation is on you, then you need bank statement. But if they said, okay, accommodation is not on you, you can stay in their facility for 1 month till when you collect your first salary to go and get another apartment, then you don't need bank statement. But if any of these do not occur or does not occur, you need a bank statement. But your own bank statement is not the plenty money. The only amount you need is £1,217. £1,217, and I think naira to pounds is 556. So that's 1,270 times 556. That's almost like 706,000. Let's just say 710,000, because I don't know when you apply. Let's just say 710,000. That's what you need to prove in your bank statement, that you have this money to actually cater for your stay in the first one or 2 months that you'll be there. And this one is just to prove that, okay, well, before you collect your first month's salary, you're okay. So this one is covered for your feeding, for your accommodation, for your transport, for your everything, just general welfare. And but if you're actually traveling with a dependent, your child, your partner, they actually have to prove that they can actually cater for themselves. So each dependent you're traveling with, whether child, whether this thing, they actually need an extra proof of fund for £630. So let's just say you actually got an employer that said okay, accommodation is on them or anything, then you will tell them you're bringing your, so that accommodation that they're giving, they have to specify if it's for you. Most times, of course, most of this accommodation is going to like be a shared apartment you have to share with somebody or anything, because dedicating, unless it's going to be like a living carer, and you cannot go and live with carer in somebody's house. So let's say you are lucky, you got an agent that actually gave you free accommodation. So if you are coming with your spouse or you're coming with your children or anything, you still have to prove extra £630 that you can actually cater for them. So that one that you got is for you and your employer. That 630 is for you and your kids. I hope you understand. There is no how an agent will provide accommodation for you and your family. There is no how, because most times it's always like maybe like 2 in a room, 3 in a room. How you pack on your family? Go and stay 3 in a room. You safe, girl. So that's why most times I in my previous video, I feel like if you are single and you're traveling, maybe you should firstly travel alone, then you apply. I don't know, depending on your family, depending, like somebody that has baby now, I don't know. So so he has to like fill or tick that side in the sponsorship listen. So guys, make sure to click the subscribe button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. My painting is even cold. Sure. thing is going to work. Guys, that's how I'm living my life. This is what goes, Mom. I'm going fam. So fam, if you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I see you there. So, for what the UK application, I will play it. You're welcome. Bye. I'm going to thumbnail. Ready daybreak. What is fine? Must just see my mother. So guys, I'll see you in this video. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you click the subscribe button. Bye. I'm fine, Sha. I'm fine, Scatter. I'm fine, Jack. Guys, it's 5 a.m. midnight. This fine case to shoot the video for you guys. To shoot the video for you guys. I'm going to tell. My plantain is cold. Hey! Yeah. Ah, very cold. Listen. This is how we go. When I'm sitting at night like this, I start thankful because this talking purple can make somebody hungry. Okay, I'm tired. So, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm fine, Sha. See my pink lips. So that I hype my say. All of fire, all of do, I want to pepper, I want to. I'm sure my neighbors will be like this gay, this auntie, she used to talk every night. This girl will be mentally, will be mentally soft. Guys, you see me this video? I said it many times.